With that said, I want to address directly all those fake activists out there that came over here and disparaged that man especially. I know fake activists when I see them. None of you would have made it in the 70s where we had people die, fight, and get hurt for the fight for civil rights so that we could come up here and speak our minds.
Welcome to the thedummykruger channel, everyone. Today's video is once again taking us back to the city of Sheridan, Colorado, specifically a city council meeting featuring public comments. I've been covering First Amendment auditors now for a few months, but I can honestly say this one actually taught me an important lesson. Viewers of content such as mine, as well as viewers of First Amendment auditors, oftentimes find ourselves in echo chambers. Those who watch First Amendment auditor videos probably get some sort of rush seeing people stand up to the government, no matter how outlandish it can seem to those of us on the outside. The viewers of those channels may have been wronged by the government, maybe they feel their current status in life is to be blamed on government intervention, or possibly they just want to be a part of a community. For a lot of watchers of channels similar to mine, you are here for a certain purpose as well. Maybe it's the emotional response a lot of us feel while watching their antics. Maybe you're just here for a quick laugh or possibly hear my reaction to what I deem as quite a bit of misinformation. Whatever the reasons are, a great many of us fall into the same trap of an echo chamber. For that reason, and a few others, I felt as if this story was definitely an important one to tell. Outside of this tiny sliver on the internet, real people as well as whole communities can be affected. This story began last year when Denver Metro Audits was denied a records request he made. That request was a single picture that an employee took of him during one of his quote audits. When that denial was handed down, and after weeks of berating city employees, Denver Metro and Reagan Benson turned up to a city council meeting where they were informed that a new ordinance had been recently drafted.
I'll give you a copy of that. I'll give you two, John. You want a copy of this, a hard copy? Here, I got more.
Oh, what do we got going on here?
You need a couple more? How many more?
Oh, they know the balls are gonna come crashing down. He just signed an administrative order to prevent us from recording.
But we're gonna come back. I'm gonna probably bring as many people, because a lot of people are gonna want to get in on this. We're gonna come back in a group, and we're gonna come in here and record. And this administrative order is not a law.
Oh boy, this is gonna get interesting.
A month after that meeting, a group of 15 auditors arrived at City Hall to challenge this new prohibition on filming in certain areas of City Hall, resulting in the arrest of 5 of them.
So if you guys been following the story, you know that they made an administrative order that says that we can't record in here. So we are here, guys. All right. We're getting arrested, guys. Oh, let me put this down. Let me put this down because I don't want it to fall. So we're under arrest, guys.
Approximately a month after this arrest, this same group of auditors put into action a new plan to take over the public comments portion during the next city council meeting. Denver Metro Audit, Benson, and a couple of others showed up in person to address the city council once again. But this time, they lined up dozens of other people from around the country to comment via Zoom, resulting in the meeting lasting for hours. It's important to note, none of these people actually live in this community and only hear what is being regurgitated to them by the likes of Reagan and Denver Metro Audit.
Martinez and all of the, Lieutenant Mitchell and all of his people that arrested us, there's no qualified immunity, so we'll see how this goes. We're going to sue everyone personally. I hope you guys are up to date on your premiums for your insurance because it's going to cost you guys a lot on that one.
Hi, my name's Reagan and I'm back. I asked you guys to evaluate some things last time I stood up here at the podium. I love, Desiree, how you look down and don't pay attention to anybody that's speaking. Look at you. Look at your snide face. This is called Gestapo Junction, Martinez, and it's being led by you and Cranberry. Oh, you know what, Cranberry, keep your head down. Don't look up because you will get no respect from this podium because you don't deserve it. Look at you laugh. You think it's funny, don't you? You think we're going away? You don't think we're going to play your game, Cranberry? Because that's exactly what you're playing. And you're playing with fire. You should have listened to the peaceful people. And you people for recording is something to put on your professional resume, you dumbass. You're an idiot.
Your police department arrested 5 people. You had men and women come with guns, tasers, pepper spray, torture cuffs.
My name is Josh Persley from South Carolina. I run an independent channel called I Solemnly Swear. Those are the first 3 words of the oath of office of not only the police officers that unlawfully arrested 5 citizens for exercising their rights.
I would like to say, Mr. Martinez, you are a disgrace to our last name. My name is Antonio Martinez from Arizona. I would like to thank these 5 citizens for representing our rights.
Just to reiterate, this went on for hours. On January 23rd of this year, this group attempted to do the same thing, only it was thwarted this time. This time, the community of Sheridan came together to denounce the actions of this group of auditors while also rallying support for their city council that they voted in, as well as the police chief that they hired. But before the meeting started, Reagan Benson had a few things to say.
You know, we could force them into a recall election, which would force them to have a special election in the city of Sheridan. If we were to recall 3 or more of those city council members 120 days before the next election, which would be this fall, we can force them to hold a special election. Things could get really tense for the city of Sheridan if the people want to pull that together.
This is why I wanted to tell this story. The overwhelming majority of people don't reside in the same bubble a lot of us do. And the comments from the community prove why it's important to get out of your echo chamber at times. Regan here is under the belief that this community will be on her side. She's under that impression because, surprisingly to no one, her viewers' comments all lead her to believe that. Viewers which don't reside in this small town. Let's hear from the police chief first, while also notating the reaction from 2 of our freedom fighters.
And then I just wanted to thank everybody, our community members, for showing up. This is what community looks like. This is what civility looks like. Thank you. I spent many years trying to protect others. The word got out that we were all attacked last city council meeting. And it's a hopeless feeling, especially for a police chief, when you're the one that usually can step in and stop when there's things going on that needs to be stopped. I couldn't do that because of freedom of speech, which we will always protect.
Oh my God.
The individuals that showed up today show that there are limits to free speech as well, and they're willing to step in the line when need be. So to all the community members, family, friends, all of you for being here, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Wow, what a fucking piece of shit you are, Martinez. Fuck you, punk ass.
Wow.
Whiskey though, I'm telling you.
Biggest fucking piece of shit I've ever met in my life.
They really hate hearing dissenting opinions while simultaneously droning on about Gestapo tactics. This is the same group of people that enjoy shoving their cameras in front of people's faces, usually resulting in a negative reaction. When they get that negative reaction they so crave, they often say, "Why are you so triggered? It's just a camera." And here we have Denver Metro losing his grasp over his own emotions and getting really triggered. Let's now jump to the public comment section of the latest city council meeting.
I'm up here because I watched a video of the abuse that you all had to take the last meeting, and it infuriated me. And I want to say I'm sorry for you all even having to put up with such a vile, hateful person. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And I'm shaking right now because of it. It made me so mad. We chose you all to be in the positions that you are in. So I just want to apologize for what you all had to go through. And I'm sorry. And I pray for the girl. I do, because there's something wrong with her. And I pray for you all in our
Oh, she's talking about you.
in blue, because we love you and we thank you for everything that you do in Sheridan for the community. Thank you.
Oh, look, they're all clapping. They're clapping, guys. Wait till we show up next week, because like they can.
I also watched in horror the proceedings that you all had to deal with your last hearing. And I'm 67 years old. I haven't always been on the blue side. So when I speak, I hope people understand that it's been a long process. And part of that process in my development was being introduced to Chief Martinez. My last name is Martinez. We're not related, but I like that sound, Chief Martinez. And it took us many, many, many years and many hard struggles in order for us to finally get the leadership that could sit down at the table. And when I see our leadership being attacked and the people that opened their arms to our leadership, which is you all, so that we could continue to make those progressive changes, it appalled me. So I just felt it was necessary to come and let people know, especially the ones that had did what they did, that it's unacceptable. Freedom of speech comes with responsibility.
I'm here in support of the city council and the police departments. I appreciate everything that the city council is doing for the city of Sheridan. I have lots of people that I know that live in Sheridan, and it's becoming a better place to live on a regular basis. And thank you all for the help and all the hard work you do behind the scenes, because I learned a lot just today and want to thank you for it. And the police department is just something that I 100% support. I feel like the police departments protect our citizens, our communities.
Mayor and council for allowing me to speak. My name is Shavib Gallegos. I'm at 3788 South Knox Court. I just wanted to echo what we've heard tonight. I am so sad for you all that happened, and my heart breaks that you guys had to endure that. So thank you for continuing to show up here again today after all of that.
I'm a civil rights activist. Okay?
Yay!
And for the record, let me state that for a city that's 47% white and 41% Hispanic, I'd like to see this community get a little bit more color up on that day as far as, okay, just for the record. With that said, I want to address directly all those fake activists out there that came over here and disparaged that man especially for the work he's doing for this community. It's a shame they don't know who he is or what he's about. That man did come from Denver, and I heard those comments that lady made. He did come from Denver. He made a conscious decision and a choice to come to the city that has the highest crime rate in the state of Colorado. Who would do that except for somebody that truly wants to better a community that looks a lot like he did growing up? Let's be real. This community is made up of a high percentage of Hispanics. A lot of them are Spanish speakers. You guys needed somebody like this man. You may be great people. I'm not certain of that. I can't attest to your character. But I can attest to the character and honor that that man possesses and has. He has brought to the community car shows where the community gets together with the police so that the community can see that they're not our enemies. I brought all 4 of my grandkids to the fishing derby. And for the record, the only problem I have with that man and this department is that the next time you have a fishing derby, you invite the cops and the people, but don't forget to invite the fish. Where were the fish, my brother? With that said, I know fake activists when I see them. None of you would have made it in the 70s where we had people die, fight, and get hurt for the fight for civil rights so that we could come up here and speak our minds. And I'm talking to you people. That man has honor and integrity.
All week preparing a speech, opening with some jokes about First Amendment auditors. Decided I won't go that route either. What I will say is thank you for your service to this community and the ones around it. None of you should have had to endure that. And clearly by the showing in this room, that's not how the actual community you serve feels.
Thank you.
So thank you.
These are not serious people, folks. The cackling throughout, the comments being showed on screen that DMA puts up, the disparaging remarks made about citizens standing up for their council and police chief all show to me who the serious people were in this situation, not some YouTube creators that melted down because they couldn't get a picture that was taken of them through an open records request. This is why I brought up the echo chamber that I think a lot of us are in. Benson and DMA were shocked that people may have a different opinion than theirs because they are constantly getting the feedback from their viewers praising them and their actions. The people that spoke were called dumbasses, sheep, bootlickers, idiots, fucking morons, just to name a few. To me, they look like concerned citizens standing up for the people that represent them, not clickbaiting fake activists.